Hi everyone, I am Amanda, and this is Real Talk. Real Talk is about real issues and real stories. I'll be having conversations with different persons from different backgrounds, and this is where you'll get real nuggets. Stay tuned. Hey family, thank you for tuning in another video with Real Talk with Amanda. And today we'll be having Shanique Morgan. She's my co-worker, my friend. We have known each other for a good while. We went to the same high school together. I know her maybe in 8th grade, something around that time frame. You'll get to meet her, know her story, and see what life is like for her and how you can use her struggles as a motivation for life. So stay tuned. Hi guys, again, this is Shanique.
Hi
and
guys.
She is so much things. Yes, so much things. She's a YouTuber. She works here at Exeter Community College. She's a student. Everything, entrepreneur. You're going to tell us all about your story, everything about you, so we can get to know you a little bit more. Not for me, but for my audience, and they can get to know all about you. The first thing that is unique about you, what is unique about Shanique?
Well, apart from the obvious, I have a unique personality, but I think you're asking about my difference, right?
No, not a difference. I didn't say different. I said unique. What makes you unique?
I am me because of my personality. I'm always smiling. You will never know when something is wrong unless you know my eyes. But I'm always smiling. I'm always trying to help.
And that is what I think attracted me to you when I first met you, because you have cerebral palsy, right? At the time when I met you, no matter what, you always had a smile on your face. And when I was going through my own personal struggles, I would say, if you can smile, me not go through nothing, you know? And I remember there was another teacher at our school at the time who had a word, I can't remember the name of it. She had it as well, and she was always, I don't remember her name, but she was always joyful. She was, I think she was working the counselor section.
Oh, Miss Garden. Hi, Mrs. Garden, if you're watching.
Right. So I used to admire her a lot, and you, because I remember you guys never had a dull moment. Even if you're going through stress, you guys never showed it. I remember when she was pregnant as well, and stuff like that. So you guys never displayed, I would say, sadness or anger or so. Even if you did, we didn't see everything. So you can tell us about your story and about your disability while growing up.
Alright, so well, when I was a little before 2, maybe 5 months before I reached 2 years old, my mother realized something was wrong. Cerebral palsy affects the brain, and there are 4 types. So I can't remember all 4 types, or I can't pronounce all 4 types, but I have spastic diaplegia. So it affects just my lower limbs, just my lower muscles.
Okay.
And she realized that I wasn't sitting up as strongly as, 1-year-olds should, or I wasn't walking. You know that you would be running up and down
walking.
and all that. She realized something was wrong, so she brought me to the Children's Bustamante Hospital, where they said, yeah, she has cerebral palsy, and they referred me to the surgeon Golden. Back then it was Mona Rehab. So I was juggling between Mona Rehab and Bustamante. Bustamante would tell me A when Surgeon Golden was telling me B, and I remember it was Surgeon Golden that first, he decided to do a surgery on me. And back then Surgeon Golden, he was one of the best doctors. But because I wasn't 2 as yet, they weren't able to do the surgery. And when I got to 2, he died before I made it to 2. So
Whoa.
that surgery had to be put off.
Wow.
Then children decided to do the surgery, but my first surgery was done when I was 4. So I walk, my knees are bent, they would say it's in the shape as a scissor format, you know, the scissors.
Mm-hmm.
The top is closed and the bottom is wide, but it's bent.
Mm-hmm.
That's the format that my cerebral palsy takes. And I was walking on my toes, tiptoeing, so I couldn't walk without holding on, because you know you're on your toes. So the first surgery, it's like this. So the first surgery was to bring it down like this.
Mm-hmm.
And I did that, and I was in the cast for 3 months. They purposely made the cast from my toes up all the way up to my thighs, so my legs could be straight.
Okay.
But after that, it didn't work. It didn't work.
So how did, throughout all of that, did you remember anything? Because around that age, they will say that children can remember stuff like that. Did you remember anything around that time frame?
Yes, I can remember. I remember when they admitted me. I remember before the first surgery. I remember a female doctor, my mother speaking to my female doctor, and she was saying, I don't think the surgery is best because I don't think she'll be able to walk.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't, like, she was trying to discourage my mother, and my mother is a single parent, so you know that's like really hard for her. And she was like, I'll do it. And then I still did it.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember it being postponed about 2 times. So they would admit me and I would be there, and then they cancel, and I'm like, oh gosh. And I remember the final time I was admitted, the Wednesday, and the surgery should have been the Thursday, and then they released me the Friday. So I was hungry because I can't eat before
the surgery.
And I was hungry, and I'm like, I want to go home. I was so miserable. And I remember when they took me to do the first surgery, I was crying because I'm a baby.
Yeah.
I want to go back home.
You were like, she said 4 or 5?
4 or 5.
Whoa.
And it happened.
That's so much for no, that is so, I'm just trying to picture my daughter in that situation, not able to see your mom, you're around strangers.
Yeah, because they have to wheel you in the operating room before they can put you to sleep. So in there was so cold, and my mother wasn't there, and I don't know these strangers.
Yeah, because I don't remember much when I was little, because I born with what you call that?
Scoliosis?
Not scoliosis. I didn't have surgery, but if you notice, I work like a penguin, I could consider it, right? Something like that, right? And my mom told me that she didn't tell me much. She was saying that I was working in the yard, but I was working good with it.
Mm-hmm.
And she said that something happened and she had to carry me to the Bustamante Hospital, and that's how they assist her to help straighten the legs without doing surgery. So I understand. I don't remember much of that period. I think maybe that's how I got some scars on my hand. I don't remember, like these.
Because you're always falling, or the needles?
No, the needle. My body store scars. So if you can look, you still see the scars. And I had this growing up, and every time I asked why I had that scar, they would tell me that mommy would tell me like it's the IV and stuff like that. So I kind of understand a bit, but being at that age and that young, it's a little bit scary. So describe what it was like for you going to like basic school, primary school, high school, college. It didn't stop you, it didn't interfere with your success.
No.
So you need to explain where you get those motivation from, and how.
Alright. First, my motivation comes from God and my mother, knowing that she's a single parent and she never gave up. So I use that. I want to be successful so I can come back and help her.
Okay.
That is my motivation. And there's something that says where there's a will, there's a way. So I have the will. I have the will, so he will definitely provide the way. So during basic school, it was horrible because you want to run around and play, but you can't go too far. At that time, I couldn't walk long distances. I couldn't run without falling. I had to hold on to the wall because I didn't have a cane back then.
Oh.
So I had to hold on, and because I tiptoed, so I didn't have balance. My balance was so horrible.
Which basic school did you attend?
CB's basic school. It's in Oliver Road.
Oh yeah.
And they used to pick on me because children, they don't know better. They see difference and they don't understand, so they would tease you and stuff. And it was hard for primary school because when I left basic school, my mother couldn't find any primary school to accept me because she's disabled. What are we going to do with her? What can she learn? So,
and I think that was the best decision where you went, because if you had gone somewhere else, you believe you would see yourself in a cage. You'd put yourself in that box.
Yeah. They were telling her find a disabled school for her, and she was like, no, because there's nothing wrong with this child. Her mind is fully active. So after some time, I finally got through the Harborview Primary, and they accepted me, and they wanted to put me in the unit class for disabled persons. And my mother was like, no, put her in a regular class, give her the chance. And it took some fight, but they did put me there. But the beginning of primary school, I got bullied so much. They gave me nicknames. I don't know which nickname is out there that they didn't give me. And some of them, they would want to hit me. So that's where I got my personality from, because I know I will have to fight back. And 6 years of it was hard. I remember one time the principal in the first grade, she had devotion with everyone, and she put me on the table and like, this little girl, please stop bullying her. Please stop bullying her, give her a chance, you should look out for her, assist her where she needs help and all that. So by the time I got into 2 grade, I had friends from 3 grades. So my friends are always in a grade above me, and they would protect me, So when the new graders came in, they don't know me, so the bullying will start all over again. But by this time, I had friends looking out for me, helping, telling me not to focus on the ones that are bullying me. I got in so many fights.
Wow.
I got in so many fights, but with me, you have to keep bullying me for me to break. And when I break, I break.
Yeah.
And then when I do that, I get in trouble with the teacher.
How was it for high school?
High school was fun.
Yes, because I don't remember much. I don't remember much of being bullied. I think real persons just accepted you and just treated you like you.
Yeah. I mean, they would stare because they don't understand, and they would come to me and ask me.
Yeah.
But as for bullying, not that much, no.
Okay. For college.
College. It was fun, adults, persons leaving high school, so no bullying there. They accepted me, they assisted me if I needed help, because I had to climb the stairs, which I didn't mind.
Okay.
And they would carry my bag, ask me if I need help or anything, so they were there for me. I'm a people person, but at the same time I'm not a people person, so I'll stick around my group of persons, but I'll
call that ambiverts.
Yeah,
I think that I'm that too.
Yeah. So it was good.
Alright, so how do you manage your disability, your personality, and going in a relationship? Yes. We're talking everything, I ask everybody everything. Real talk, real conversation. Nothing not being accepted unless you tell me no. Yeah.
Relationships and my disability. It's hard to find somebody that is real, that you can trust, because in today's world they want to use you for their benefits.
Yeah.
They're not sincere.
Whether you have a disability or not, Mama.
So
whether you have one or not.
I try to stay clear.
Yeah.
I try to stay clear from that, but I have a lot of male friends that persons think that I'm in a relationship with because I'm close to males. My friends are mostly males, so yeah, they will assume that
you're in a relationship with them.
Yeah.
So what would you say is the longest relationship you have been in? Okay then. What else would you like persons to know about you before we go to our break?
Shanique, just know that I'm determined. Never tell me that I can't do something because you think my disability will stop you.
Okay.
Because not only am I going to prove you wrong, I'm going to make sure that I prove myself wrong, or any doubt that will come from you telling me that I can't do it. I'm going to want to push it to see that I can do it.
Okay. Alright, so we're going to go for a break and we'll be right back. Alright, thank you for tuning back at Real Talk with Amanda. And we're here still with Shanique, and we're just wrapping up the last part of the video. So where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years from now regarding family, your religion, your education, all aspects that you know that persons would want to see? What's your goal for that and that?
Alright. Well, I'm currently finishing up my bachelor's degree, so I hope that I will finish that.
Yeah.
As it relates to relationship and family, I want to find somebody that I can settle down with. I don't believe in having children before marriage and all of that, so hopefully I'll find that guy and I'll settle down with him, because I would love to have babies.
Okay.
I want some children.
I know that it's possible because as I said, I know a lot of person who has their disability, but I don't know what scale they are at or what level they're at. But they have kids.
Yeah.
They have like 4, some have 3, some have 2. So.
And it's not something that can be passed down during via genes, you know, because it's something that happens before birth or immediately after birth. The oxygen was cut off. So it's not something that you can catch because it's in my blood, no.
Okay.
So
that's possible. It's just that you would have to
be
find that person. Yeah, and special circumstances around that.
Yeah.
Okay. Regarding your religion and your other stuff that you would see yourself going through, what are some of the goals that you want, or the lifestyle that you see yourself?
Religion, right now I am really searching for a church, because the church that I grew up in, we had some issues and I'm no longer there. So right now I'm searching for a church because I hold on to my faith, and that's one thing that has brought me through so much, because I refuse to let go of it, and I know that He's there helping me.
He is.
So I'm looking for a church right now. I hope that I'll have a second source of income, even though I'm employed, thank God. Right now I need something else to back me up.
Jamaica and oil. Not to cut you, but Jamaica and oil.
Yeah.
Or country that, or economic, I don't know what is going on, but if you're not working 2 to 3 jobs or have something on the side doing, you cannot make it. So I understand when you're saying that you need something additional.
And that's it. And for my right now, more than anything, I just need to relocate from where I am at, because I live on the hill and it's not healthy for me right now and my legs.
So do you do exercise? What are some of the stuff that you do to ensure that you're keeping healthy and you're
Right now, I am doing physiotherapy once a week at the Surgeon Golden. So I'm doing that. I used to do hydrotherapy, but they cut that out right now. But they're asking that I go to the beach every week or so, just to walk in the water, walk against the water and the sun. That can help to build my muscles. Some of my co-workers, they have been assisting, so I don't do it every week, but I'll go to the gym and they'll, you know, try to exercise, or when I'm in pain, sometimes I have to call them and they'll come and give me a massage just to rub out the pain.
okay.
So that's all I'm doing for now. I'm on medication to relax the muscles and painkillers.
Okay. Scout. I think I had forgotten that. I would say that like some little so like some little girls who want to do everything the boys are doing. That's where I categorize you. That's where I put you. You don't. It's not even about your disability. I even think if you didn't have your disability, that's your personality. And I think whatever the boys are climbing tree, that's where they'll find you. If the boys are doing something rude, that's where they'll find you.
It's funny that you say that, because I remember going to high school, my mother would say, if I'm passing by the road and I see a group of boys and somehow I see a skirt in the middle of those boys, I know it's you.
Yes, yes. That's how I categorize it. So Scout, tell them about Scout so they can understand. And I wish you can send me some pictures so I can include it somewhere here and let them see what I'm talking about, Scout.
So I joined the Rover Scout sometime last year. We have a Rover Scout here at my workplace, and when they first came to me, I'm like, what can I do in the Rover Scouts? Because they have to march and all of that, and I don't think I'll be able to march.
Yeah.
But I said, all right, this is a new challenge for me, so I wanted to see where it can go, and I went. And I can't do the marching, but there's so much more that I can do. Right now, I am the recording secretary, so I'll be at the meetings recording what is happening. And they recently gave me a promotion, so I if they need somebody to record the marching and anything, so they can look back on it, or they can put it on our social media.
Yeah.
That's me.
Okay.
So yeah.
That's good. Tell them about your channel, the reason why you started it, when did you started it, and how did you start it?
Right. So I have a YouTube channel. The name of it is Shandizzle's Life. And I started it a few months ago. I started it, I think, in April.
Around that time.
Yeah. Because persons were telling me that you have a powerful story and you need to share it, let persons know what it means to be disabled in Jamaica, what you go through.
Yeah.
So that's the main reason why I started it. It's growing steadily, but it's hard to find content, what to put out, but I just try to. It's Shandizzle's life. It's all
you
about
be yourself.
Yeah.
You're so authentic. So I really love the channel. I love the fact that you're just you. I don't know how to say. You're just you. And
all my personality is coming out. My craziness.
Yeah. You're just you. Tell us about your family now, your support system, your mom. You mentioned your mom. Who else has been there for you as your support system? Because you know that you would need that support. Yeah.
So I live in a single parent household. Yes, I knew my dad, but he left way back then.
Okay.
So it's just me and my mom, and I have two sisters. I'm the middle child. So 3 girls and my mom. Just my 2 sisters and my mom.
They always say the middle child is the child that get lost, but I don't think you get lost.
Sometimes I feel that way, but I don't think it's because I'm a middle child. Sometimes you sit down and you look at your circumstances, and I'm saying, why am I the one with it? Because you have your down days, so you are going to ask why this is happening, why that is happening. But after that, after asking the question, I just brush it off and I'm off again. Right?
And that's what I'm saying. Your personality is just so. Some persons wish they had that goal.
And you know, I don't. Hello. Sometimes, yes, you want to be normal, as they put it, because you don't want to feel the pain and everything. But I don't think I want my legs to be straightened. Yes, I did 4 surgeries to better enhance it and whatever. But I wouldn't have it any other way, because I have friends because of it. I mean, people look out for me. They look out for me so much. Like right now, the drivers, they are they're part of my support system. I can call a driver and say I am at X point, who can help me, and they'll say call this driver, they're closer to you. So I don't regret that I am born this way. I like being this way. I can use it to motivate someone else. I'm like, yes, you're going through that, but use it. Use it as a stepping stool to, you know.
Yeah. A lot of persons will use their situation to say, oh, alright, because I'm going through this, then I have the rights and I have the permission to be laid back, to not fight, to not go another day. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to have this conversation with you, to motivate other persons, because I know that what you have been through, seeing it firsthand. So not maybe firsthand to see everything you're been through, but to see it, to say that you don't let your situation stop you. You're doing a bachelor degree, and most persons who are considered have a normal lifestyle do not even achieve so far.
Use it as a motivation. Use it to motivate. Even if you don't want to motivate anyone else, use it to motivate yourself. Yes, I am this way, but I can prove that I can get higher.
Yeah. And I think you also had a Miss Garden. You could see that even though she had her disability, she's a teacher, she's an educator, she's a mother, she's a wife. She was so much things, and I remember enough of the time I would sit and I would ask her questions, because I'm a curious person. So I would ask her questions, and she wasn't afraid to answer them. And just she being she, I think also that persons were you open the doors for persons to understand that it's not everybody's going to be the same, but we are all the same in an aspect where you're not alien, so you don't speak a different.
And the pity thing I don't do. Don't pity me.
Right. Right. I realize that. I know that. I know you'll get upset for that. You don't want to be treated.
Yeah, if you don't understand, I will enlighten you. My thing, I need to know when to ask for help, because I have such a strong independent spirit. I don't know how to ask for help.
I don't think so. I don't think so. And I don't think it's even from even college, or it's even from high school. You don't know how to say, oh, I need assistance. She will walk up the steps by herself without even asking for help. So okay. We have another person in the room, and they're just they're just giving her a slap.
Yeah,
so
pity
pityness
doesn't work. Don't use it. Oh, poor you. No, we all have something that we have to deal with. Yes, mine is physical and it's visible, but we all have something to deal with, whether or not it's visible.
Yeah,
it's just my story is different from yours.
Yeah. And as you said, don't pity you. I remember when I was going through my own struggles, my own problem, and my teachers would know about the situation. And I remember one of the times, like, because of them know that, oh, you know, Amanda got through something, you want to kind of assist her, I would say to them, don't do that, because when you do that now, I'm going to feel special. I'm going to feel like, oh, she's just a little pet, let me just rub her down. I understand what you mean by that. I want to be treated just the same. So if I'm even late for a essay or stuff like that, say to me, hey, let me push harder. I know it's not going to be easy for another person who's not going through what they're going through, but it'll be my motivation. It'll be something that I can say, alright, so Miss want or something, so no matter what I go through right now. I remember doing exams and it feel like I wasn't even doing the exam. I had to put my personal feelings and everything that I was going through on the back burner and just do the exam. Feel like I was, my spirit, my soul just come. Alright, so we're coming coming to the end of our conversation. What else would you like to say to persons that are basically using their situation to define their purpose? As this series, Real Talk with Amanda, season 1 is the first.
Alright. No matter what your circumstances are, there's always better. You just need to push. You need to find that one thing that motivates you and you hold on to it. You need to find that one saying and you just live by it. Right? If there's a will, there's a way.
That's yours.
Just hold on to it.
Okay. Alright, so we're going to come to an end. So bye guys and enjoy your day. And my phone is giving me issues, but I hope her story was motivated to you. I hope it was impacted and your pursuit of purpose. That's the series season 1 name, Pursuit of Purpose. So I hope her story impacts you, that no matter what you're going through, you can still go through it and be successful. It doesn't matter if it's just a little art is just this huge thing. You still can become successful. So see you guys in another video and take care of yourself and bye.